Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. Guess what we're doing today? We're trying a new palette. I did dress to match the palette. This is the new Natasha Denona Xenon palette. Look how fun. This is their holiday palette. It's limited edition and I wanted to try it. I feel like honestly this is gonna push me a little bit out of my comfort zone because it's a smoky eye palette, but there's shades in here that I wanna try so badly. So here's the packaging. It's her classic 15 pan palette, retails for $69. I love the packaging. It looks like a galaxy, which is so fun. Here is the inside. So we've got obviously some really intense smoky tones, but also there's a little bit of like pinks in here. There's gray, some blues. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about this. So I've already got my eyelids prepped. We're just gonna dive right in. I applied some Natasha Denona concealer and a little bit of my Huda Beauty powder on top to set, and then I also have my brows on. I'm not sure which shade to go for. Honestly, I'm not like a pro when it comes to, oh, little ASMR. I'm not a pro when it comes to a smoky eye. I don't really use grays that often, which is funny because I love the color gray. All right, we are gonna start out with the shade Blizzard. I don't know, we just gotta start somewhere. So I'm gonna take this and start applying it in the crease and a little bit above to create a little bit of a transition. Now, this is lighter than it was looking in the pan. Well, technically, I guess it is pretty light, but I'm just wanting to apply something to create a little bit of a softer transition up toward the brow. So I feel like the problem sometimes with smoky eye looks, especially when you use deep colors, is it can look messy pretty quick. So I'm hoping this will help to kind of keep things at bay and keep things looking really intentional. Okay, we are gonna use, let's go for a little bit of a deeper gray. Still pretty light compared to some of these other colors, but I'm just trying to take it easy. This is called Snert, and I'm just gonna start sculpting out the crease a little bit with this. It's actually a really nice gray color. I'm just really taking my time and holding my brush toward the end so that I don't apply too much pressure. That way I can avoid like a splotchy application and really just focus on feathering this color out so that there's an extremely blended finish and it doesn't look splotchy or patchy in any place. It's blending really nicely though. But I feel like Natasha Denona formulas always do. Okay, so I was curious as to what was the difference between Night Sky and Ebb. This one is like a black with a shimmer, and then Ebb is a blue with a shimmer. So I'm thinking we should go a little bit more black. So I'm gonna take Night Sky, and with a more precise brush, I'm gonna start to create a little bit more depth and definition on the outer edge, and then slowly work this into the crease with whatever's left on the brush. I'm really taking my time because these are really intense colors, and again, I'm not that familiar with using these types of colors, so I'm trying to make sure I don't overdo it on accident. So I'm just being really patient with the process as I like build this look. I'm taking a clean brush and just really gently sweeping over the edges of that black color, just so that everything is super diffused, but still precise. That's why I'm taking my time. I just don't want to lose that precision. Okay, I feel like we've got enough of like a base going, and I feel like we're ready to jump into some of the sparkly colors. I really want to try this. Super Ionic, it's like a gorgeous silver, or maybe we need like a little bit of a deeper one first. So before I go into that, I'm gonna hop into this shade. I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I'm not gonna try. This I'm gonna place on like the outer portion of the lid, layering it on top of that matte black we had. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. See, the textures are what I was so excited to play with. My goodness, they're so pretty. I love how that looks. It has such a beautiful reflect. All right, now we're going into Super Ionic, which I feel like might be one of my favorite colors in the palette just by looking at the pan. Wow. Oh, that is so beautiful. The reflect that this formula has is absolutely insane. It is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh. We love it so much. I'm adding even more reflect with the shade Stellar at the top. It's a really fine kind of like diamond dust shade. So I'm just tapping that on top because I love a good sparkle. Now I'm going to take the brush we had used at the very beginning with our transition shades, and I'm going to really continue to buff and blend this. I didn't add any more product to the brush, but I do feel like I can buff it a little bit higher than where I had it. So I'm just going to take my brush and really, really lightly diffuse the edges a little bit higher. All right, we need eyeliner for this look for sure, which I never do, but for a smoky eye, I feel like it's necessary. Let's use my Lisa Eldridge Seamless Glide Eye Pencil in the black shade. We're gonna go right up against the lash line with this, and I'm going all the way into the inner corner as well. And I'm not doing a wing or anything, I'm just gonna stop at the very outer edge, and then I'm taking my makeup wipe and just cleaning up the edges and then pressing down that line with my finger so that it's not harsh, but it has a good shape. All right, let's apply some mascara. I'm gonna use my Nabla Vicious Mascara today, and I'm just gonna apply this to the top lashes. And I'm gonna really take my time again, building up this mascara, focusing on the outer edge of the eye, trying to get a lot of the product right up against the root of the lashes. All right, we're gonna do complexion now. I'm gonna go in with the Natasha Denona Xenon Skinglass. It's like a serum primer, it's so beautiful. And I feel like it will just go with this vibe. So I'm gonna apply that all over. We're gonna use the Haus Labs foundation today. I'm just gonna take that and buff it all over the skin. And I'm just pressing that foundation into the primer using my sponge. We're gonna do a bit of concealer. I'm gonna use the Natasha Denona concealer underneath the eyes, and we'll do a little bit to sculpt the face. And then I'm gonna blend that out with my sponge as well. We're gonna sculpt the face using my Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. It's been so long since I've used this. This is in the shade Light. I love this product. Oops, I realized I forgot to blend out that concealer. There we go. So we're just using that to sculpt out the face. Also going around the lips, the nose. And then I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just use whatever's left and kind of like diffuse the lines a little bit more. All right, now we're gonna go into the Huda Beauty powder. Today I'm using the shade Sugar Cookie, and I'm gonna press some of that underneath the eyes and in the center of the face. And then I'm gonna take a fluffier brush just to lightly set the cream contour. We're gonna add a little bit of powder bronzer. Today I'm using the Jones Road bronzer in the shade Light Tan, just right over top of where we applied that Mario contour. All right, now we're gonna move back to the eyes. I'm gonna start off with the Lisa Eldridge black eyeliner and go into the waterline using that. And then I'm gonna do just a tiny little amount on the very outer edge of that lower lash line and then diffuse that with a really small shadow brush. I'm gonna set that with a little bit of Night Sky, which was that shimmery black we used. I'm gonna apply that really close to that lower lash line. And then I'm gonna dip into this gorgeous silvery black on that same little brush. This time I'm gonna spray the brush with some setting spray. This is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, just to make sure that that doesn't have too much fallout. And I'm gonna start to apply this up against that lash line as well. And I'm kind of going over where we just applied the shimmery black, and I'm creating a similar gradient on the lower lash line that we have on that top lash line. And then we're gonna go into that gorgeous Supersonic shade. Same thing, I'm gonna make sure I spray this with setting spray. This is truly such a stunning color. It like turns into a molten silver when you spray it with setting spray first. It's beautiful. Then we need to kind of diffuse the line a little bit. So we're gonna take a precise brush again, and I'm gonna go into that Blizzard color right here, since it's the lighter gray. And I'm just gonna barely touch that to the very edge of the lower lash line and use that to really diffuse out the line so it's extra soft, but still precise. How pretty is this? I'm obsessed. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of this gorgeous pinky tone right here. It's like a white with like looks like a pink and gold undertone. Maybe it's like a light silver. The point is, we're gonna take this and use it as our inner corner, just like that. And then I'm gonna take that same Nabla mascara and apply it to the lower lashes. For blush, I'm gonna use just this soft peach. This is the Valentino number 9. For some reason, I always love like a peach with a smoky eye. Okay, we're gonna wipe off any foundation that's on the lips. And we're gonna try Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner. And let's see how Revie Beauty Effortless Lips in Lily looks with this. At first, I was thinking maybe it would look too pink, but I actually think I need a little color on the lips to go with this. All right, let's assess things really quick. I do feel like the eyes could use a little warmth. So let's see. I think I'll add a little bronzer into the eyes, just a little bit. That same Jones Road bronzer, just right here. I honestly should have done this first, but I just feel like it seems like it's floating a little bit when it's all just gray. I like to incorporate a little bit of warmth into the crease. And then maybe that's what it needs on the lower lash line too. Just like a hint of bronzer right around the edge of the eye look. Yeah, I feel like that helps a lot. I'm taking what's left on the blush brush and kind of applying it a little bit closer to the eyes. Something like that. Let's use a little bit of the Jones Road Shimmer Oil. This stuff is so good. This is the shade Pink Opal. I realized in the last video that I used this, I said something along the lines of like, I picked this up for the Allure Best of Beauty Awards. It was actually sent to me. I was watching it back and I was like, what? No, this was sent to me. I did not pick this up because Jones Road was so kind to get it to me extra quick when I was filming my Allure video. So anyway, wanted to clarify. This was an Allure Best of Beauty Award winner though, and it's seriously such a cool texture. I've never experienced anything quite like it, and I've been just so into it lately. Plus I love this like pink undertone. It's just so flattering. Okay, I'm really happy with where everything is at. The situation has been assessed, and I think we're ready for setting spray. We're gonna lock it in with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray today. Let that dry down a bit, and then press it into the skin with my sponge. And then as always, I like to take whatever's left on my powder puff or brush. In this case, kind of lightly powder the T-zone one more time. Then I'm gonna set the brows with my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. There we go. Here's the final look using the new Natasha Denona Xenon palette. This did push me out of my comfort zone, I feel like. I honestly really like how this looks. For me, like, I'm really happy that I was able to dip into this and try it out. And honestly, there's some colors in here that I still want to try. Because this was sent to me in PR, I feel like it was extra fun for me. Honestly, I don't know if I would have bought this myself because I'm just not a huge gray toned or silver smoky eye gal. With that being said, I mean, it is on par with the quality that you normally get with Natasha Denona. So if you are somebody who really loves silvers and grays and these types of shimmers, I mean, you're gonna love this palette. The quality is great. I don't know if I'm gonna use this as much as other people would just because it's not my type of color palette usually, but I really do appreciate the different textures in here mainly. It's really exciting for even me who doesn't use these types of colors that often, but I had a lot of fun playing with it. I just don't know if it's like a need in my book. The way that the I Need a Nude palette is, even the Glam palette, like those are just like staples. This one's a fun extra, but it is limited edition, so if you're somebody who loves these tones, you would not be disappointed with this palette. You know what I mean? But if you're not someone who usually wears these tones, I don't think it's a need. That's where I'm at. But I'm happy that I was able to play with it. It really pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I do really like how this look turned out. I need to really practice with these colors a little bit more so that I get more comfortable. It's just not usually what I reach for on a daily basis, which I guess this palette is not necessarily an everyday palette. Maybe there's people out there who wear grays and silvers on a daily basis, but for me, this is definitely like a night out, maybe New Year's Eve vibe, you know? I had fun though. What do you guys think of this palette? Let me know in the comments down below. Is this something that you're obsessed with? Did you end up buying it? Is it something you're gonna pass on? Let me know in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. It's always fun for me to try new eyeshadow palettes. I really, really enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed watching me create this look. Let me know if there's any other new launches that you're seeing that you would love to have me try. You guys know I love to try new things, so let me know in the comments as well. And yeah, that's it for me today. I hope you all have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.